We welcome you here to a big night of fights. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my ringside partner, Teddy Atlas. Looking forward to all the action today, and we're just about set for it. Round number one, scheduled for the championship distance of 12. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Now let's go.
How effective can the style of fight, the pace of the fight, it being a busy fight, be for the high stamina fighter?
Well, that's everything. What's the sense of being high endurance or fast if you don't have the kind of pace, the kind of landscape that you can use it?
Evander Holyfield's left now getting into the mix. Oh, that's a big hook right there. And now he's targeting upstairs. Double jab by Evander Holyfield. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Right on the mark with the hook up top. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Oh, that uppercut got him badly. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Evander Holyfield showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Oh, what an uppercut. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Holyfield's coming off of a round where he clearly stunned his opponent, and now you get the sense that he could be building on it. That momentum is on his side.
Well, he's found something that works for him, and he's going to stay with it.
Downstairs with a right hand. Evander Holyfield's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Evander Holyfield still shaking after feeling that uppercut. Solid left hand. Evander Holyfield's hurt by a superb hook to the head. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Evander Holyfield. 1-2 jabs up top. On the mark with the hook after blocking that shot. Evander Holyfield's coming up big here early on in the fight because he just showed his opponent, hey, listen, you got to be careful. I can counterpunch you.
No better way to slow down your opponent. You know, we know the other way you slow him down. You hit him right on the chin and you make him say, hey, I don't want to walk in. But when you make him miss and you counter, that slows him down too.
Evander Holyfield blocks and then counters back with a smashing shot. Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Evander Holyfield. Scored well with the hook after blocking that shot. And he just holds on there. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Evander Holyfield stumbled back. He just got hurt. He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth a right hand. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Final 10 seconds of round number two. Scores with the combo to the head.
Listen to me. I need you to keep busy. I need more than one punch now. This fight is even. So I need to see more than one punch out. You know where you need to be.
Holyfield's recuperative powers are proving to be very strong right here. This is the start to the round he wanted to have, coming off a round where he was clearly damaged. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Good double jab by Evander Holyfield. Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Sets up that right hand with the jab. Good smooth work by Evander Holyfield. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Holyfield's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Showing you some defense there with the block. Good power punch, the right hand landed. And now another left. Nice work with the uppercut. Evander Holyfield's got a way of just getting away from that punch. And this round comes to an end.
Winning this fight. Just keep doing what you're doing. You got this. Just...
As we start round number 4, not a lot separating these guys. Sometimes you can steal a round or two just by being the busier guy.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit about those legendary stories the old-timers used to tell me about Rocky Marciano. You know, they used to say that he used to hit the guy's arms. You know, he wasn't scoring clean, but he was keeping his opponent from scoring back. And then later in the fight, he was disabling his opponent from coming back.
Holyfield's applying an old axiom in sports, and that is speed kills. He's got plenty of it in the ring tonight.
Yes, he does. It's going to be up to his opponent now to find a way to take away that speed. Find something that can offset that speed. And I think that starts with controlling range. Get out of the range where he can control you, where he can use that speed.
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was Evander Holyfield's hit. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. That is a big, big punch that just put him down.
And right now he's thinking about whether or not he wants to do this as a living.
One, two, three, four. Come on, get to your feet.
Evander Holyfield's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
Good exchange. He fires back. Engages in the clinch.
Good work.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Ten seconds to go in this round. Able to place the right hand in there. Round comes to an end. You saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum game.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. so they got away from the game plan.
Holyfield sticking to what we've always known of him, Teddy. The style hasn't changed, even though he was knocked down earlier.
You know, a lot of trainers would say, hey, they pat him on the back. They say, there you go, kid. You know, stay with your identity. Just make sure that you correct a couple little things you need to correct.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here today?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. A crushing 2-punch combo by Evander Holyfield. 1-2, 1-2. Right to the head with that right. Halfway through this round here.
Bang the body! That's okay! Hey, hit back!
Evander Holyfield's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. There's a right hand. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching.
Hooks on the inside!
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Comes right back at him with a left hand. There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Evander Holyfield. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Holyfield's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Wow, impactful, short, big shot there. He is not meant for life on the outside there, and he just paid the price. He goes down.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
3, 4, 5.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
He missed that uppercut.
Just like that, just like that.
Good looking right hand after he got hit.
Do that again.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Evander Holyfield's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Evander Holyfield. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And you see what he can do when he sends that right. Big, big shot comes crashing home. And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Evander Holyfield's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. Oh boy, what a break he just caught. The bell rings at the end of the round. Saved by the bell.
And if you're in the corner, what do? Well, you just finished painting the house, you know, and you want to paint a little more, but the paint is still wet. You got to wait for it to dry a little bit. You got to wait for your guy to wake up. You got to wait for the cobwebs to go away before you can do more painting.
Evander Holyfield's out there for another round after being knocked down in the last round. We know what happens in the 60 seconds with a fighter who was damaged, but what about those 60 seconds in the opposing corner, Ted?
You know, Joe, that's a great question. And I remember my mentor, Customato, when we were training fighters, he used to always say, look, you know you're a banger, and this guy happens to be a banger. Well, if you hit a guy clean, you know you hurt him. But he's not going to show you. He's going to act like a pro. He's going to con you. He's going to act like that didn't hurt him. But you have to remember, hey, it hurt him. So go after him like he showed it, even if he's not showing it.
Not able to land the headshot. Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand.
Side to side. Move your head.
At the halfway point of round 7.
Keep it tight inside.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Evander Holyfield. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Good-looking counterpunch. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Teddy, how does a fighter know when that's the punch to fire off the uppercut?
Well, it's where he is. First of all, he's on the inside. His opponent usually keeping those earmuffs on a little bit. And there's an opening up the middle. And maybe his opponent's leaning forward a little bit.
Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there.
Hey!
3 minutes gone by in this round.
I need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, all right? You got that? You have to take a risk.
Gotta watch the water in the corner.
Okay, well, let's get him some water. Take it deep.
This is the kind of fight I like as we start round number 8 and we look at your scorecard, Teddy. A very close fight. You have him up just a little bit, but that's because of the knockdowns. Each guy has done something here that's impressed us.
Yeah, what I like about the other guy, he doesn't have the neon, you know, the light-up talent, you know, with the power, you know, with the scintillating speed. He doesn't have that, but what about the talent of being dependable? Isn't that a talent? We forget about that sometimes, and he is showing and displaying that.
Not an accurate hook at all.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Evander Holyfield. Unable to score with the hook. Holyfield's got to figure out a way to do something different here. I mean, I know he's committed to being a counterpuncher, but right now he's giving rounds away.
Yeah, he is, because he's waiting for things to happen that are not happening. You know, he's laying back, he's waiting for the guy to walk in. See, to be a good counterpuncher, an effective counterpuncher, guy has to come close to you. But his opponent's staying at a distance. He's not giving him anything to counter.
Forward. Adelante.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round.
Nice. Nice.
Another flush shot lands upstairs. We come to the end of this round, and for this fighter, I think that's a good thing, because I was looking at him there, Teddy, and it looked like he was breathing in and out of his mouth for most of that round.
Yeah, and that's a bad sign. That means that the gas tank is a little low. He's low on petrol.
throws a counter punch there.
Left and right.
Good return fire that time. He just missed that shot up top. Holyfield's now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella, and all of a sudden the wind's coming, and the rain's coming from the side, and you're standing there under the umbrella and say, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up. The punches are coming from the side. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. You see him holding on. That was a miss by Evander Holyfield. Good counter punch. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. End of the round, a round I do believe that he was able to take. But his opponent is there stride for stride. This is going to be a close fight. Teddy, where do you have him on the scorecards? Is he up?
Yeah, I have him slightly ahead. But as you said, very close fight. And the kind of fight where you let up for a moment, you're going to lose it.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Move! Super two-punch combo by Evander Holyfield.
Don't let him get to you, kid.
He missed with that headshot.
Looking good.
Holyfield's on the receiving end of a very good counter punch. I don't like this at all, Teddy. I mean, it's one thing to stand toe-to-toe. It's another thing to never even move. You got to show some movement.
Maybe he's breaking down. Maybe he's already spit the bit. You know, if he falls down, everybody in the world's going to know that he let himself fall down. He gave up. But there's different ways, different phases of giving in. And this might be one of those phases.
Holyfield swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Two good jabs by Evander Holyfield.
Work the body!
Holyfield's punch is far off the target. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Coming to the end of round number 10, 10 seconds to go. And that's the end of round 10.
Keep the pressure on. Keep on it. Deep breath.
Holyfield's going to go in one of two directions right here. Either he's not going to have enough left to pull this off, or as I look on your scorecard, and I note that he's only down by a very small margin, he's going to overcome that in these final few rounds.
Yeah, you know, it's going to sound funny, Joe, but it's not about his future right now. It's about his past. He wants to win. He's got to go back to his past. He's got to remember what he put into this. He's got to remember when he made the decision he wanted to be a champ, he wanted to be a fighter, why he did it, what he wanted to get out of this. He's got to remember that now and act on it.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Good job.
Nice, crisp 1-2 combination by Evander Holyfield.
Line the body. Keep working the body.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Where there's a spot that his opponent doesn't want to be in. You see him backing him up against the ropes. Evander Holyfield's corner is letting him know, take a good breath now between rounds, but then go out there and win this fight. It's really close. If he just pushes a little harder, he can go right over the edge and get it. They have given a lot tonight. Now one more opportunity to give a little more. The final round is upon us. The jab has been able to carry the night for him so far. Why so, Teddy?
Well, first of all, he's been able to get it off at the right time. His opponent, that sweet spot, you know, you hear about that in baseball. You want to just hit that ball in the sweet spot. Well, the jab, he's catching his opponent just as he's starting to get into his range before he can get off.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Guard your head. Hey, let's go.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Scored well after being hit himself. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange.
Keep your backs off the rope. Hands up, hands up.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
That's okay. Pay him back.
Nice strike after catching one by Evander Holyfield. That was good stuff throughout. Which way did the judges lean? Let's send it up to the ring to find out.
Three judges score the fight. A unanimous decision. Your winner was Qawi.
On behalf of my partner, Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and as always, I thank you for joining us with all the action here ringside.